everybody. I can see you. Can you see me? Oh, I'm so excited to see you. We are here. Can you see me? Yay. Welcome in and happy new moon, everybody. Welcome in to a Pisces new moon. And if that isn't just the sweetest thing, it's a dreamy new moon. It's my husband's moon. He's a Pisces moon. Anybody else Pisces moon tonight? Is that your moon? If it is, you know what? Lucky you. I just love a Pisces moon. It's a little emotional for me, as I told Alexis. Sometimes it's all the feels. You know what I mean? Sorry, I want to make sure you can see me clearly. It's all the feels, but that's exciting too. We need every so often to get in touch with everything that we suppress. You know, our imagination, our desires, our compassion, our ability to completely surrender, forgive, and to indulge our deeper sense of faith. That's what this moon is all about. So if you're Pisces sun, Pisces moon, or Pisces rising, tonight probably feels extra intense for you, and I hope you're enjoying it. And like I said, it's been wonderful for me. My daughter's a Pisces. Her birthday's on Monday, so we're getting ready to have a birthday weekend here. And I'm super glad you're here with me. Okay. Don't leave now. This is something you can do later, but I want to make sure you know. My team puts together these new moon worksheets for you every month as a free gift. And all you have to do is go to sagegoddess.com and download it. They're free. And so you have until, I think, the end of the day tomorrow to download it if you want it. And then we put these up 24 hours before the new moon. So it tells you the gemstones, herbs, and oils, gives you some, you know, some fun journaling questions for you to respond to. And then it tells you a little bit more about what it means when the moon is dark in Pisces, as she is tonight, and then gives you the additional journaling questions. And a little space to record your intentions, because the new moon is when we make our cosmic wish list. You know? Like this is when we get to tell the universe, sorry, bear with me. The daylight savings is changing here, and so I'm literally figuring out how to navigate lighting while we move into a lighter season. But in any case, this is your chance to tell the universe, here's what I want. Seriously. You know, write your order down. And you got to be specific. You have to leave room for free will. So like I always say, if you are trying to attract new love, it's really good to say, I would love some new love. But you don't want to say, I want Joe Bob. Because if Joe Bob doesn't want you back, that interrupts Joe Bob's free will. So if you are trying to attract new love, leave your intention open. Let the universe fill in the blanks, right? Universe might bring you Joe Bob. Universe might bring you somebody else who's even better for you than that. So leave some room for the universe to play. So in any case, when the moon is dark in Pisces, she's dreamy, she's fluid, she's visionary. Here's what I'm going to tell you tonight, and here's why I love it so much, you guys, and here's why I hope you love tonight's new moon ceremony with me. And we're going to do some divination tonight. I'm going to be able to do some readings for you, which is so fun, what we're doing this year with divination. Is anybody new, by the way? I always like to know. We have our usual crew who joins us almost every month from all over the world, actually. But if you're new, I would like to say an extra hello and welcome to you. And I'm glad you found us, however you did. I do provide free new moon and full moon ceremonies online every month. As well as high holiday ceremonies. So I'm giving you also free spring equinox ceremony next week, next Friday at 6 p.m. So really glad you found us. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you stay updated about all the goings on. Look at all the new folks. Look at that. Well, welcome in. So I'm Athena. I founded Sage Goddess 10 years ago in July. And I've been doing this with you for almost a decade. And I love it. And we do all kinds of fun things at Sage Goddess. And sagegoddess.com is our website. And so we're happy to welcome you to our moon family. Sage Goddess really began with my intention to bring moon ceremony to people around the world. And I've done that consistently for almost a decade, and it's one of the great joys of my life. And the new moon is my favorite. I love a good full moon, but I love a new moon even more. because I like to place cosmic orders. So I'm really, really glad that you're here. Tonight's a night to make wishes. And so why the Pisces new moon is so important. This is your night to really just let your imagination run wild. If you really could make every single one of your dreams come true, even the crazy ones, like I want to own a restaurant, or I want to own a giraffe, or I would like to move to Africa, or whatever it is. Tonight's the night under a Pisces new moon to really indulge that. Because I will tell you, I've made some really crazy, weird dreams come true. Be careful what you wish for. The universe is always listening. But under a Pisces new moon, because every new moon is slightly different, under a Pisces one, it's like, take that lid off the box. If you can dream it, you can do it. And at the new moon is the time to say, you know what? That's what I'm gonna create. That's what I'm gonna manifest, right? So you're here for the giraffe. I actually, universe, I do not want a giraffe. I've learned to be very careful with what you say you want, and to be very specific, and not to focus on what you don't want. So the universe, that giraffe example was just an example. I am not actually hoping to manifest a giraffe. But a house on the beach would be super nice. I'm fully available for that. I would like a house on the beach where it's warm all year long, and the people are friendly, and the food is amazing. And I think the other thing for me would, there'd have to be parts of wherever I am that are untouched, like not super touristy. I think those are my conditions for happiness. So anyway, let's take the lid off the box together tonight. Are you ready? I'm gonna smudge a little bit and clear some energy here. We always have to do that at the new moon in particular, because again, we're clearing this slate now. This is when we, dust off the cobwebs of the previous cycle and we get ready for something completely new. This is the phase where it's easier to lose weight, right? Everything is being released. We don't release at the full moon. The full moon is actually when your blood is the thickest and you're at your physical heaviest for the month. Did you know that? So your body will actually tell you when it's time to release and when it's time to hold. We release water. Our blood is thinnest at the new moon. So if you're going to have surgery, you always want to have surgery at the new moon. Less likelihood of intense bleeding. And then at the full moon, you're at your physical heaviest, your blood is at your thickest, and that's when you're holding on, right? You're expanding, you're in the fullness of the energy around you. So I love a nice new moon for letting go of anything that was too heavy from last month or last cycle or last year that you might still be carrying around. Tonight is the night, right, to do that. It really, truly is. Yeah. That's an interesting question. Emily's asking, should she still, use herbs or burn herbs to clear energy if she's an addict? It's a great question. I don't have a lot of wisdom for you on that subject, but somebody in the feed might have some wisdom for you. I've never heard anyone, I have quite a few people in recovery in my community, and I haven't heard of them having difficulty, but that doesn't mean it's not worthwhile to ask the question and see what others have to say about it, right? Woo! Yeah. You guys are so funny. I'm really happy that you're here too. Okay. So let me teach you a little bit, and let me introduce you to the tools that we're working with tonight. So on my altar, as you can see, these are our tools. We're working with our astrology dice. This dice was what came with your kit for this month. We had these custom made out of clear quartz, and they've got all the astrological symbols, or what are known as glyphs, engraved on them in gold. That sage is like, I'm not done yet, honey. I need to let her finish. I tried to rush her. Can't rush a lady. Okay, anyway. Your astrology dice. It looks like that. And we're going to cast this dice tonight. We're gonna roll this, and we're going to see what symbols come up, and that's how we're gonna do our reading. And I'm gonna do some readings for you, and then guide you in terms of how to do readings for yourself. If you have your tools, this is the mat that came with it. So we're going to cast our die onto the mat and see where it lands, right? Oh yeah, and you can do this tonight, or you can do this anytime. you know, you have the tool. We have some additional, our kit sold out from last month, but we have some of these that we had engraved in lapis in the shop today at sagegoddess.com. So if you're like, oh, I wish I would have gotten one of those, we have some for you in the shop today too. And then we have our candle that we're working with, and this has your charm. The charms are sterling silver with gold over, and they're on a little lobster claw clasp. If you notice, we are making you a charm necklace. It's so beautiful in sterling silver, and then all of your charms are going to hang on that. So don't throw that away or let that go. That's a collectible for later in the year. And then your perfume for this month, because we always work with a perfume that represents the element of water. Your candle represents fire and also air when you extinguish your candle. And then your stone, there's always some kind of stone in your kits, represents the element of earth. So that kind of keeps our elemental balance when we're doing ritual and ceremony. Yeah, if you want to work with runes tonight, you totally can. You do you. So if you have another kind of, you know, another divination method, or if you want to pull your tarot cards, or, you know, whatever resonates with you, whatever divination form you really want to work with tonight is totally fine. I'm very good with the flow. I use the tools because they're what a lot of people have, but if you want to do something else, it's kind of just nice to have you in the space, and then we'll set our intentions together. I'm going to drum for you tonight, so yeah, I think it's perfect for you. Okay, now this perfume is Pure EO Blend, Palmarosa, which is for emotional release. Thought that was good for Pisces energy, you know, because under a Pisces moon, we're feeling all the feelings. So maybe tonight it might be helpful for you to kind of release some of those emotions too. Cedar, which safeguards you energetically. Cedar's such a protector. It's like a grandfather teddy bear energy. Chamomile, which is actually a mild sedative. Chamomile. It's calming, it's very soothing, it's very settling to the digestive system. It's very it's calming to the entire central nervous system. It also helps with adrenal fatigue. And then cardamom, which is for focus and clarity and integration too, like taking all your wisdom and integrating it mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, so that you can activate it. So I'm going to take a little bit of that on my wrist for what I do, a little bit at my third eye for what I know, and a little bit at my ankles for where I go. And when you put your oil in those particular places, you cover all of the meridian lines or the key lines or chi lines. So all of the energy lines through your body get anointed with those particular energies, and so all of a sudden you feel more stable. You're not holding on to your emotions as tightly, right? If you found yourself kind of weepy in the last couple of days, it's not uncommon leading up to this kind of a new moon. And Pisces is really good at like snapping you into connection and alignment with your emotions too, right? Yeah, so I don't have any more of these particular tools. We might have the perfume. Alexis will tell you. And by the way, hi Alexis, hi Hannah. Thank you for being with me tonight. So they'll let you know if we have any more of the perfume. And we do have some of the dice in lapis if you'd like them. And we can talk about that later. Okay, so you did get a little cheat sheet. Yeah, we always give you cheat sheets. So you have this at home that tells you what the glyphs are. If you're not comfortable, familiar, like you've memorized them, I'm going to tell you the stories of the glyphs tonight. So after tonight, you might actually feel like you do memorize them, and I'm going to tell them to you now, so that when we cast our die, then we can actually look at the symbols together, and you're going to go, oh, I think I know that one, because now I remember the story. So stories are really good for mnemonics, right? Figuring out ways to remember information that's complex. So I'm excited to teach you in a way that I hope will help you remember the glyphs forever tonight. Okay, so I want you to begin to focus, even as we go into this next phase of our ceremony, I want you to begin to focus on your biggest dream, the big one. Like the one where if you told people, they'd probably say you're a little like, you know, need to check it before you wreck it. The big dream. What's the big dream? And I want you to just begin to hold that, like breathe into that for just a second. Begin to hold that energy. And I'm going to open our circle while you do that. And just start to get us into a nice tight container for our divination and our intention setting tonight. And thank you for being here. I'm so happy that you're here. I look forward to these moon ceremonies with you so much. I hope you know, and it's just so nice to have our community, and for a lot of you who are solitary practitioners, it's probably nice to have a time and a place to connect with your kindred too. So we're very happy that you're here. Okay, so let's talk the glyphs and the symbols, because I really do want to teach them to you tonight, and each one has a story. By the way, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Did you know that? My motto when I was learning about astrology eons ago, I started really learning about astrology when I was 17. That's when I took my first class, and then bought every book I could find, and it's been a lifelong study and fascination. I don't know everything there is to know about astrology, but most astrologers would tell you that. I don't think any astrologer feels like they've got it mastered. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. So I feel like I'm still learning, and hopefully once I teach you the history of astrology briefly tonight, you'll really have a sense of like the immensity of it, right? Because it's not a modern study. In fact, we know that our ancestors started tracking the movement of the planets, and in particular the moon, about 25,000 years ago. And so really the origins of astrology take us back multiple thousands of years. We have written records of tracking of movements of planets that go back to about 2000 BC. And that takes us to the time of the Sumerians and Mesopotamians. And they were really what I would say is sort of the human origin story of astrology, which then moves, as with everything else, through to the Greeks and then to the Romans. And each time, it evolved and adapted. And so, but really, a lot of what we know today is really based in Hellenistic astrology, which was what evolved out of Sumeria and Mesopotamia, beginning about 2,000 to 3,000 BC. Okay, so here's your cheat sheet. I'm going to show you all the glyphs while I walk you through them. Okay, and so if you don't have your sheet, now you have mine. Okay, so Aries, do you see that? What does that look like? Aries is the ram, right? So each one of the glyphs, if it's referring to an animal, it actually looks like the animal, or something kind of a hallmark of the animal or the creature, right? So Aries is the ram, and Aries is, my son's an Aries, any Aries in the house, you guys just go head first into boom, right? You're fire, but you are the ram, or the, you're gonna just like go head first in, fearless, sometimes a little reckless, passionate. You're the first to jump in, ready, go, right? So that's Aries. Taurus is the bull's horns. Taurus is the bull, right? So Taurus is stubborn. Taurus, though, my goodness, amazing artists. So good with money. They're so good with money. They know how to invest. They're very stable. They got excellent taste. I mean, if you want a nice gift, make some Taurus friends, right? They always know what to give. And then Gemini, the twins, right? So you see the number 2, twins. They really do have 2 personalities. With Gemini, you get 2 for the price of 1. It's never boring, right? Gemini is the only astrological sign I never dated. I literally have tried one of each or a couple of each of all the other signs over my lifetime, but no Geminis. I think because I talk so much, my sage is still going. I think because I talk so much, if I was with a Gemini, can you even imagine? There'd never be a moment of silence. I think that's why. I think Geminis saw me and they were like, oh, hell no. That woman would be a nightmare, right? I would. It wouldn't have worked out. But anyway, Gemini's the twins, highly intellectual, very, very smart, right? Chatty Chattermans, but fun, It's just, 2 for the price of 1. So you got to kind of know who you're dealing with day to day, right? And then Cancer is the crab, right? So that's the crab's little claws, right? Cancers are inward, right? They're reflective, they're intuitive, they're very nurturing. Cancers are the natural parents of the zodiac. Leo looks like the lion, right? The round head with the big mane, right? Queen of the zodiac, right? I'm a Leo. We're very confident. I don't know how or why, but Leos can carry themselves kind of wherever with whoever. Sometimes we're a little bossy, headstrong, kind of born leadership traits in Leos, very warm and very loyal. Virgo. Now Virgo, do you want to hear my favorite story of the glyph of Virgo? You want to hear it? Cracks me up. I don't know if this is true, by the way. Okay, so don't blame me if you go, well, I read that and that's not true. I don't know if it's true, but it's funny as... Okay, look at the glyph for Virgo. You know how Virgos are kind of... It's the sign of the Virgin, right? Like, they're very conservative. My husband's double Virgo. He's totally conservative. I mean, he's freaky in other ways, but, you know, he's mostly conservative within the public, you know, for most people. I see a different side of him, thank God. Do you see how the lines overlap here? They say that that's the Virgin crossing her legs because she's being appropriate. You'll notice that's not the glyph for Leo. Crossing her legs. Okay, then Libra. Oh, Virgo is perfectionistic, service-oriented, detail-oriented, extremely hardworking, identifies with their work. Virgos, like, they don't work to live, they live to work. And then Libra right here is the scales, right? Balancing the scales. So Libra's about fairness, harmony, beauty, creativity, right? Scorpio, see that little zing where the M goes zoop? That's the scorpion that's gonna sting you. That's the Scorpio. Private, mysterious, highly sexual and sensual. They're interesting folks. I only dated one. Too much intensity. That wouldn't have worked either. Sagittarius, that's my moon. Anybody Sag in the room? Sagittarius, that's the arrow. We are the archers in search of truth. We like to be outdoors. We like freedom. We don't want anybody telling us what to do. We don't like authority. Capricorn is the ram, the goat, the sea goat, or the land goat, depending on where you read. And then Aquarius, and Capricorn. Capricorns are hardworking. They're very serious. This is supposed to be a goat, by the way, but I don't really see the goat imagery there. But that's supposed to be a goat. I know. Capricorns are serious, diligent, focused, successful, because they won't stop until they're successful. You will never see a Capricorn back down until they've done what they set out to do. Aquarius is water. It's the water bearer, right? So you see the two waves. Aquarius is the watery air sign. It is an air sign, but it acts like a water sign. Aquarius are free thinkers. They're super fun. They're here to shift the paradigm. They're really good at moving past obstacles. They find ways around things. They've come up with super creative solutions. Yeah. Talk about thinking outside the box. I mean, I was raised by my mom and my grandmother were both Aquarius, and it was fun because they were just like, they weren't like the other moms, you know. They were willing to be a little bit more adventurous and open-minded sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then Pisces is the twin fish with the line between them. The dreamer. The last sign of the zodiac. The sign of the imagination, of play, of believing in make-believe. The sign of metaphysics, right? The sign of having faith in what you can't see. The story of the reason why Pisces, which is the moon we have tonight, the reason why Pisces is the twin fish is that there was a monster god named Typhon who descended from Mount Olympus and was sort of endangering everybody on the planet, including the gods and goddesses. And so Aphrodite and her son Eros were transformed into fish so that they could go into the ocean and be safe from this monster god who was chasing everybody around. And the legend is that they tied their tails to each other so that they wouldn't lose each other as they were fleeing from the monster. And so the two fish in the glyph of Pisces are said to be Aphrodite and her son Eros, who were escaping the monster by tying themselves together for eternity as two fish. Kind of a neat story, right? Okay, so let's talk about Let's talk about my sage not going out tonight. You want to talk about that? I mean, it's a super fresh bundle, and I'm very happy to receive it, but kind of going through the whole the whole bundle in one go. Okay. It's good. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. We can use all of that. Okay, so I'm going to light my candle, get our circle open, and we're going to do some divination tonight. And I'm very excited to be reading for you this evening. And you can go ahead and light your candle too if you have one. And we'll get ready for some fun. I know I already did this once, but I'm going to do it again, just to get us ready and welcome in the guides and the guardians. So I want to begin by welcoming in the guides and the guardians of the East this evening. Under this Pisces new moon, we're asking for new ways of thinking about old dreams and bringing those old dreams to life. We welcome in the guides and the guardians of the East with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the South, we welcome you in, energies of fire and transformation tonight, helping us to be courageous and brave as we move in the direction of our deepest dreams, the ones that we've maybe hidden away or forgotten about for a long time. We welcome you in with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the West, element of water, under a very watery new moon, we welcome you in for emotional renewal, release, healing, connecting us to our sense of purpose tonight. We welcome you in with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the North, we thank you for grounding us and connecting us, helping us to be present in this moment, and to be grateful for what we have as we ask for what we desire. We welcome them in with gratitude as well. And our circle is open. Whose birthday is it? I want to wish someone a happy birthday. Aww. I love it. Well, I can't see whose birthday it is today, but if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And hopefully I'll see you in a little bit. I'll keep checking the feed for comments. So we're going to start by doing some readings tonight. And the way we do divination with our glyph die is we hold it in our hands. I like to hold it in my left hand and cover it with my right hand as I think about my question. Okay? And as I cast it, it's going to tell me whether the sign that's coming up is for something I need to express, think or write down, something I need to do, or something I need to feel, an emotion that's coming up. So I'm going to focus on my question. If you have yours, you can go ahead and focus on your question. And I'm going to let it go. And it's falling near words. And that is Gemini. Did you see that? So, what does that mean? Relative to my question, which was, what can I expect next in a certain situation with a certain person? The answer that's coming up through the, I'm still trying to put out my sage. The answer that's coming up tonight through the dice is Gemini, which is the sign, as we talked about, of communication and expression, and it's coming up under words and expression. So that I take this as an answer that I need to reach out and I need to initiate communication. Does that make sense? Or I need to be prepared to connect with, do I have the wrong mat? Do I really? Do I really have the wrong mat? Oh my gosh, I have the wrong mat. I put the wrong mat on my tray. Well, hold on, I'm gonna go get the right mat. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sometimes when I'm setting up, I'm doing my own thing and Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go get the right mat. Be right back. Although I'll tell you guys, I kind of like this other mat better. You like my dress? Can I tell you? By the way, this kind of stuff does not stress me out, as long as it doesn't stress you out. Can I tell you, this dress was $20 when I was on vacation, and I totally fell in love with it. It was at this touristy little tourist shop, and I walked in and I was like, I have to have that. And we were late. I didn't even have time to try it on. I put my $20 bill down and the woman handed me the bag. And I love this dress so much. So thank you for appreciating it. Now let me try my reading again, but I'm going to tell you something. This is next month's mat, and it's really cool for this particular divination. Yeah, see, I got up and you got to see my dress, my $20 dress. I don't like to spend money on clothes, so okay. So I'm gonna ask my question again. Ready? Let's see if I get the same glyph. Okay, I got maybe Scorpio. Which is actually an interesting answer to my question. That's an interesting answer to my question. Okay, you can totally, well, I think it might have been. They're very different answers, right? So one of them tells me kind of what needs to happen next, and then this one tells me if I'm on the right track. So it'll be kind of cool that you can use either one, maybe. I'm kind of glad it worked out that way. Okay, so now I'm going to ask or answer questions for you. So who would like, okay, can you ask a question, and then I'm going to answer for you, and then can you tell me which mat you want? Okay, do you want the yes mat or do you want the emotion mat? If you don't tell me, I'll use this one. But if you want me to try the other mat for you, I'm willing to do that. You ready to ask a question? Okay. You got to tell me the question, though. Actually, I guess you don't have to tell me the question. Do you want to just hold it in your mind? And then you'll see the answer. I'll give you my 2 cents. Okay, you like both mats? No, it doesn't have to be yes or no questions. It can be, what can I expect next? What should my next move be? You know what I mean? Okay, let me go in. Fabienne Valdez wants the emotion mat. Okay, I'm going in. All right, Fabienne, I'm connecting with your energy. Okay, so yours is closer to action, and the glyph is Taurus. So Taurus action would look like creativity, saving, being strong. Could also be Taurus likes to take action. Taurus likes to initiate, so it could also be taking a bold first step, but also maybe being more conservative or retreating within would be your action. Okay, this is kind of fun, right? I like being able to switch out the mats. Okay, so Brandy Fry says, me please, emotion mat. Here we go. Okay, ready? All right, Brandy, I'm connecting with your energy. Okay, it's on the emotion side, Brandy, and that is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is freedom, curiosity. Sagittarius also always wants to know the truth. It's always on a quest for wisdom, knowledge, information, insight. So you might be feeling like you can't figure out what the truth is, or you want to know more about what the truth is, or you just need more information, more wisdom, like you're gathering information could be true too. Or feeling, alternatively what this could be, and my intuition kind of leans this way, maybe feeling like you need more liberation or more freedom, more expansion. Because all of those things are Sagittarian. Kind of fun, right? Okay, let me go in for the next person. I'm going to try to do just a few more. Let's see. Molly Maureen says, yes, no, Matt. Your wish is my command. All right, Molly, connecting with your energy. Let me try that again. It's on the no, and it's the twins. So no and Gemini. Could be no because you need more information, you need time to think about it, time to process, have more conversations, give yourself time to consider or reconsider. Could be why you get a no in Gemini. So you want to look at what it's saying, yes, no, or maybe, and then the properties of that particular sign or the qualities of that sign and how that might lead you. Ooh, Nick Batchelder. Hey, Nick. Nick says, should I go to Peru? Of course, I would tell you yes, but we'll see what we'll see what this says. And I want the yes, maybe no, Matt. Okay. Should Nick go to Peru? Maybe and Scorpio. Maybe if you're ready for magic. A Scorpio maybe would it be too much for you? Would it be too intense for you? What I'm getting intuitively for you, Nick, is not right now, but maybe in the future. It might not be exactly the right move for this moment, but I'm not even intuitively getting that you're thinking about going right this minute. So it feels like a yes for the future and a no for right now, which is a maybe at this moment. And then it's also a take me with you and put me in your suitcase and I'll buy dinner. Okay. Yes, no. Yes, Matt, finances for Evelyn. Hold on. Where are you, Evelyn? Hi, Evelyn. Okay, I'm calling in your energy. Finances. Yes, and Aquarius. Yes, and thinking creatively, thinking outside the box, thinking differently, changing a paradigm. Could be relative to finances, changing job, changing bank, changing how you do what you do, where you do it. That kind of energy. Isn't this fun? If you guys are readers, you know, my dream would be that one of these days when y'all go live, that I'll see you live and you'll be working your dice and you'll be using your maths. Like, I would be so excited if you did that. I really hope that you get these tools and then get super excited about it and maybe use them with other people. All right, Christina G. Hold on, girl. Yes, no, Matt. Is prosperity coming soon? Christina G. Of course prosperity is always coming. You have to believe that. Could be when is prosperity coming? How is prosperity coming? Okay. That is on the yes side. Do you see it? And it's Leo. Girl, I like that. That's bucks and luck. And Leos are very lucky. But it's mostly because they're confident and they don't care what people think. So that always helps too. Maybe that's what it's about. Like, you gotta let go of what other people think and just be confident, right? Let's see. Can I show the lapis ones? Yeah. Yeah, you want me to do the reading with one of the lapis ones? If you guys are getting the lapis one in the shop today that we have at sagegoddess.com, I'll show you what that one looks like. Okay, New Beginnings, Marissa Gariano, Emotions Map. Okay, Melissa. Or Marissa. Marissa. Okay. It's on the words. And it's on Aries. Taking action with words is what I would consider this to be. New beginnings for you. Aries is the sign of new beginnings, Marissa, so I love this for you, for emotions. And then this would be like, maybe you need to be a little bit like direct, forceful, to the point, as Aries would be in communicating about your emotions or in creating your new beginning. It's kind of fun. I think the clear quartz one is pretty, but I have to tell you, I think the lapis one is beautiful. If you got the set last month and you get the set this month, then you would have both, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Let me go back up. I'm going to do one more reading here. Okay, the novice novelist. What should I focus on? Emotions map. Okay. What should you focus on? Words. Novice novelist. And Virgo. So it could be needing to serve through your words. It could be needing to be more diligent, more detail-oriented with your words, more focused. It could mean needing to, what else could that be? Maybe be more careful with your words, or consider your words. You know what I mean? Bring more attention to your words. I like that. Was that fun? Did you guys enjoy that? So now I'm going to do one for our collective. Okay, so everybody who's here live, all 1,423 of you right now, and everybody who will watch later, I'm going to do a throw for the collective. Ready? So here's what I'm going to say. Here's what my question will be for all of us. This is my teacher's favorite. What do we need to know? What do you need to know that you don't know right now? Where do you need to put your focus right now? Ready? For all of us, for the collective, the collective, the collective. Action. Libra. We need to be fair and balanced in what we do. Right? Isn't that cool? We need to seek harmony in what we do with other people and for ourselves. I like that. Okay. So now we've got some guidance now. We kind of know, broad strokes, high level, what we need to be focusing on for tonight. I want you to bring your attention back to your original intention from tonight. And again, I want this to be, if you're open to it, I want this to be the big dream for you. Could be, bringing love back into your life when you think that's not possible anymore. It could be, opening a business, or it could be expanding what you do. It could be finding a new career path. It could be finding a new home and a new place to live that you're going to love, or finding a new community of people to connect with. And we're going to drum that up tonight. For a few minutes. I want you to bring all of your attention to this moment. You can cook dinner later, you can sleep later. Just be here now. Bring your attention to your breath. Settle in and out. God, Goddess, Creator, Source of all that is, we ask that you see us tonight. As we come before you so humbly under this beautiful Pisces new moon, we seek to create, to expand, to manifest. Please see the dreams and the desires that are on our heart today. Help to bring those to pass in a good way that will bless us, bless the people around us, bless our loved ones, bless the planet, and all creatures who have space to dream and to love. Laughter as much as you can. It's so good. I see you. Inner peace is there. Yeah. Focus on what it is tonight, just for a minute here, right? Put your whole heart there. Imagine it as if it's here. You're enjoying it right now. As if when you're done with this ceremony, you're already in that new home. That partner's in the next room waiting for you, right? Business you're creating already exists, it's thriving, right? Let this Pisces new moon enhance your imagination and trust. I trust, I believe, I receive, I trust, I believe, I receive. I allow, I surrender. What do you have to let go of tonight for this to happen? Is it fear? Fear is not helpful. So let's let go of fear. Let's let go of expectation. Hope and expectation are different. Let's just lean into surrendering and allowing everything to unfold. Set it and forget it. I desire, I receive, I allow, I welcome, I invite. I connect. I align. I magnetize. Ooh, what are you magnetizing? What's finding you because it has no choice but to find you, right? Manifestation is the art of magnetizing. Because you can't magnetize if you're scared. You end up doing the opposite thing. No fear. You got it in your mind's eye? Hold it right there. So good. I'm manifesting all kinds of stuff right now, and so I am in that place where, because I still get overwhelmed and I still go, well, I don't know, and then I have to stop myself because I'm going to remind you, as I always tell you, and some of you are new, so you may not have heard me say this before. The key to manifestation, the absolute key, and I can tell you this from lived experience, the fact that you're even sitting here watching me is proof that I did it well at least once. Right? Sage Goddess was something I manifested at a new moon a decade ago. I wanted to do this. Here we are, right? And our community of 0 at that time now has, 1.5 million people across our different social media platforms. It's crazy, right? Like, who would have thought? So the key with manifestation is you can't doubt it. You've got to commit, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It probably sounds really easy, like, oh, have faith. Oh, okay, I'll have faith. But you're going to start to go, well, I don't know. Is that realistic? Am I the right person to do that? Maybe somebody else should do it. I'm not that good at it. You know what I mean? And then your friends will start saying, well, I don't know. That's really risky. And maybe you should do it, maybe next year. Maybe never. Maybe you should go back to school. Maybe that's not a good idea, right? It sure is, Steve. Right now I'm just going with it. Do you want to see what's left in my bundle, Steve? I mean, sweet medicine. Yeah, it's good medicine. She was going to have her way. And like I said, it's best just to let her finish. That's right. Yeah, well, it's good. Our whole planet needs a good cleansing, wouldn't you say? So I'm going to seal that work with just a quick moment and affirmation for you. My wish tonight is that all of your dreams and intentions come to pass for you in perfect time and in full and complete alignment with the highest good of all beings on this planet at this time. My wish is that you find happiness, joy, fulfillment, peace, prosperity, and health. And that you find a way through any challenges that you're facing with grace on your pathway back to joy and alignment. And may your passage through tough times be swift. May you always know how guided and blessed and loved you are. And together we say, Amen, Aho, and so it is. Amen, Aho. So it is. I really appreciate you guys too. How lucky we are to have had each other. It next week marks 1 year that I've been doing ceremony from home. And I just didn't really know at the time that it was going to be a year, but I have loved every minute of having you in my house, and what a sweet, magical, unexpected blessing it's all been, and you guys have been there for the ride. So thank you. Thank you for letting me into your home. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I want to thank and release the guides and guardians who attended us so beautifully tonight as we set our intentions and did our divination, releasing with gratitude the guides and guardians of the North. Thank you for your presence and protection. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the West, thank you for sensing us, feeling us, helping us to release what we can't carry, don't want to carry anymore. Not through the next cycle, so that we can make way for new blessings. And we give thanks and release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the South, thank you for giving us the courage to push past our challenges and to have faith and to step forward on our path. Thank you for the ability to transform and change, constantly become a newer and brighter and stronger version of ourselves. We give thanks and release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the East, thank you for being here with us, helping us to process the energy of this new moon, showing us pathways to new ways of thinking, new ways of believing and trusting and having faith in our dreams. We thank you and release you with gratitude. And with that, our third new moon of 2021, can you believe that? 1/4 of this year's new moons is already behind us. If we're not going through an ascension process, I don't really have another explanation for that. Wasn't it just 2020? Like, wasn't it just New Year's Eve? I'm glad you guys found us too. I'm super grateful that you're here. Aho. The bundle's almost gone, Steve. I don't know. We needed it. Aw, thank you for that, Chanel. And thank you all of you for your very sweet and kind comments. I really appreciate it. Sage Goddess is not a job to me. I don't turn this on and turn it off. If you were to see me half an hour from now downstairs with my kids, you really wouldn't get a different person. This is just who I am and what I do. It's also what I love. I'm super passionate about what I do, and I'm really blessed to get to watch all of you transform as I also transform, because I'm doing the work alongside you. I got my own intentions, I got my own problems, I got my own challenges, right? So this isn't something that I teach you and then I don't have to do it. I have to continuously pick myself up, dust myself off, and move myself on. And so thank you for being there too, because you guys make it all worthwhile. Team SG, I'm so grateful for you. I miss you terribly. I can't believe it's been a year. But hopefully we'll be back together at the end of this year. I'm looking forward to that. And so I want to tell you a couple things. The tools for next month are right here. They're so beautiful. So next month, because you know we do divination every month, so you're going to get your candle with your charm and your perfume, just like tonight. But next month's tools, you already got to meet the board. It's the emotion board that I showed you tonight. That's next month's board. And then for next month, what we're giving you is a box full of stones. Isn't that cool? And so there's 2 ways to do readings that I'm going to teach you next month. You can go one by one with the stones, intuitively pick a stone and then throw it. And it will tell you the properties of that stone and then whether it's words, actions, or emotions. Or what I like to do is take the whole box, release it, and then read all the stones. So you break it up into, these are the ones that fell near words, that's the one that fell near emotions, these are all the actions I need to take. I need to love more, I need to attract prosperity. In my words, I need to be more passionate, right? So we can read all of that. So we have about 1/3 of the tools left, 2/3 of them sold out already today. One person who gets their tools before midnight, and your code is 19 magic for 19% off. One person who gets their tools before midnight tonight is going to win this incredible Amethyst and Aquamarine wand in sterling silver. It's got like hand carved, I'll show you. It's got hand carved aquamarine flowers. Do you see them? With that amethyst stalactite, and it's got a heart in the middle, and then an ametrine sphere and a Veracruz point on it. And then the winner is also going to get this set of crystals from my personal collection to add to their reading box. So they're also going to get Larimar Ruby, Aqua Aura Quartz, Dumortierite, Aura Amethyst, Rainforest Jasper, Congo Citrine, Sunstone, Hematite, and Auralite 23. Because more is more. So if you'd like your tools, they're at sagegoddess.com. Alexis has put the link up for you up there. It's right, if you go to sagegoddess.com, it's right at the front. Like you just scroll down a little bit, it's right there. And if you'd like the tools, they're there. They are optional. You can come and do ceremony. Obviously, you saw it tonight. Not some people had their tools, some people didn't. So you're welcome to come even if you don't have tools, but some people like to have the tools and they're kind of fun. If you're a newbie to crystals, this is going to be fun because it's really going to kick you off, right? You're going to get 15 crystals that I think are kind of the core basics for your collection, and then a really cool box to hold them, and your candle and your charm. And the charms, we're getting you a charm necklace to put all your charms on, so that's going to be really cute. So tonight's candle and tonight's ceremony is complete. I'm going to extinguish my candle and put it back on the plate. And I'm going to wish you a beautiful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, the code is 19magic at sagegoddess.com for 19% off. Don't forget that, because that makes your kit really affordable. So don't forget your code. That's the worst thing when you go to a website and then you're like, Wait, I could have gotten 19% off of that? So yeah, 19 Magic is your code. Enjoy. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. I'll be live with you tomorrow. I'm live. So here's how Sage Goddess works. Every day at 7 a.m. Pacific time, we launch 5 to 10 new products. 7 a.m. Pacific time at sagegoddess.com. 365 days a year. We're kind of like Zoo Lily. We love it. Because I have attention deficit disorder, so I love looking at new things. And then at noon, between 12 and 2 every day, I go live on our main Facebook page, and I show you everything that's new. And I chit-chat and I hang out. Sometimes I give stuff away, or I do readings, or I do all kinds of things. I teach. And then I also teach online classes that you can take too. We have a brand new TikTok account. Our handle over there is Sage Goddess Official, so if you're on TikTok, please follow us there. Like and subscribe here. I think I've said everything I was supposed to say to you tonight. We'll see you soon, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Happy new moon. See you soon. Don't start doubting what you set an intention for tonight. It's the secret to it all.